Welcome to the Unbusiness Podcast. My name is Jamie Lieberman, and I am so excited to be hosting this new podcast. Some of you listening, maybe you know me from my old podcast that I previously hosted called the Fearless Business Podcast. This podcast is going to be a little bit different because here we're going to be getting a lot more personal. If you know me, you know that I'm a lawyer, and I have been practicing law for the last 16 years. I own a law firm called #Legal, where I work with entrepreneurs, small business owners, creators in all aspects of their business, from anywhere from starting to scaling. We tackle some really cool and interesting topics and challenges in my practice for my clients. And so now I'm taking all those many years of experience from my time as a litigator through my time now working with small business owners, and I have come up with a host of topics where I am going to share real life stories about the businesses that I work with, stories about my business journey. And we are going to be tackling some of the issues that face all business owners, but we're going to do it in a way that's going to actually allow you to learn from real world experiences that come straight from my legal practice. Now, names and details will have to be changed so that we could protect confidentiality, but the lessons are going to be there, and they are going to be there for you to benefit from. A little more about me. So who am I, and why am I even starting this podcast? So as I said, I'm a lawyer, but I like to think of myself as a different kind of lawyer. We practice law at #Legal in a way that just feels much more accessible, and it makes it feel easy. My goal is to take really complex legal topics and to make them much more manageable for my clients who frankly don't want to be thinking about legal issues. Instead, they want to be focused on the things that make them great and that they do in their business. And so that's really why I started my legal practice, is to be there and to be accessible to our clients and to make legal not something that they dread, but in fact something that they don't mind dealing with and that they realize can actually help them make money. So through that, I've realized that we have a lot of information to offer, and that I work with clients not only on a legal basis, but I also help them by consulting with them and coaching them through certain aspects of their business as they're growing and they're scaling. And so I thought to myself, not everyone does get the opportunity to work directly with us. And so bringing some of these stories to light through a new podcast became my idea, and that's what I'm doing now. We're going to do this in a manageable way because I feel like I could probably create about 1,000 episodes right now, but I don't want to overwhelm people because the legal and the business topics we're going to be talking about can often feel scary. So we've created seasons, and we are essentially going to do 2 seasons every year of 12 episodes. It's going to give us time to take a break in between because it does take a lot of preparation to put these episodes together. And I'm excited to say that our first season, which is launching now, is going to be all about conflict and conflict resolution. So we are going to go deep into the topic of dealing with conflict as an entrepreneur. We are going to use the real world stories that I deal with every single day, because in my legal practice, there is so much conflict that my clients face, some of which I can absorb for them and some of which they have to do on their own. So I want to give you the tools that I give to my clients to help them manage conflict, because unfortunately, it's just not something that you can avoid, but it is something that you can dread less. The other cool thing about this podcast and why it's different, we are also going to be on video. Now, this is a challenge for me because I have struggled to figure out how to set up my office and make sure that everything sounds great and looks great, but we are doing it. We are going to be on video. We are going to put these episodes on my YouTube channel at Jamie Lieberman Rocks. We're also going to have all the regular places that you find podcasts. You can listen to the audio too. So however you listen to podcasts or watch or whatever the case may be is going to be there and is going to be accessible for you. The fun thing about the video is you're going to get to see all the cool stuff that's behind me, and hopefully you'll be able to get a glimpse of some of our really cool guests that we're going to be having. So we're going to try to make this much more personal, a lot more intimate, and hopefully the goal is that you are going to be able to leave with some pretty amazing actionable takeaways. So it's not just going to be stories, but it's also going to be real world steps that you can take in your business in order to make your business grow and succeed. And especially in our first season around conflict, we're going to talk about real world stories, but from those stories, there's going to be lessons and there's going to be tools that you can use. There are so many different stories about conflict and different ways that you deal with conflict. And I'm hopeful that what you'll leave with is a lot more confidence. So thank you for joining and listening to our first episode. I am so incredibly excited to do this. Teaching and education is one of my favorite things to do. For a really long time, I was a law school professor and I often mentor young attorneys. So this is just yet another way that I'm hoping I can take all of my many years of experience as a lawyer and as a business owner and help give you the information that you need, whether you're starting up, whether you're in the middle of your business, whether you're in a great cruising shape, but sometimes stuff just comes up because there are different issues at different stages, but I will tell you that the topics we're going to be tackling, they can happen at any time, conflict especially being one of them. So thank you for listening. Check us out. The podcast feed is going to be on the Hashtag Legal website, hashtag-legal.com. You can also find us, like I said, anywhere that you listen to podcasts, and check out our YouTube channel at Jamie Lieberman Rocks. We're going to drop all those links in the show notes. And I'd love to hear from you because even though season 1 is dropping now, we're starting to plan season 2. So if you have ideas for future seasons, if there are topics that are interesting to you that you're not sure about, let us know. Drop me an email. You can find us at info@hashtag-legal.com. We'd love your ideas. And if you want to be a guest on the show, reach out as well. We have a whole form that you can fill out, and I'd love to hear from you because I want to showcase your real world businesses and the issues that you faced. So thank you again for listening. I'm excited for this journey together, and I look forward to diving into conflict.